Okay, so it's day one of the new lockdown. It's currently 10 to 7 in the morning. I've just been sat doing a little bit of work for the morning, and I'm going to go watch sunrise today. And I'm going to try to find a new spec. And yeah, so if you want to join me, then let's do it. I'm going to be talking about some other stuff later on in the video, what my how I'm going to deal with this next month and what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, so if that interests you at all, then let's go. Alright, so I have to be honest, I've kind of missed sunrise. As you can see, it's quite light outside. And I'm lost. If you've ever been in the car with me, you'll know that I'll set maps, but I won't follow them. I'll just try and guess or think I know the way. I'm basically trying to get to this hill. There's a little castle up there. There's another little hill up there. That's basically where I'm trying to get to. What an entrance to someone's gaff that is. Okay, so those little hills that I showed a few clips ago, you can't get in them, all right? They're locked off. So I thought, do you know what? I don't know this area so well. I'm just gonna find somewhere, go for a little walk and see what happens. So I found in the middle of this road, this thing. All right, I'm just gonna walk up it and see where we get to. I'm trying to catch a view, I'm trying to find a view. And I've ended up coming to this. So let's go up this little path, see if we can find something interesting. See, I come on these walks for a bit of an adventure. I thought I was a car then, it was just all them birds. For a little bit of an adventure. But England's just a bit boring. This dog doesn't look very happy with me. Where have you come from? Oh, there's a guy there. Okay, so it turns out that dog was with a very friendly gentleman who actually told me about this area that I'm around. And apparently there's loads to see here, so I'm definitely going to come back to this area. Look at this. Alright, our walk just got interesting because he was actually telling me that down here is an old quarry in which they used to do witchcraft and stuff like that. And apparently at night his dog won't go near it and stuff, which I thought was pretty creepy. So we've got to check it out. We literally just said that it's boring in England, but apparently I'm about to eat my words. So let's go check out what this quarry is, see if it is as creepy as he made out. But the guy said it was just down here and to the left, somewhere over there. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I found this quarry. He said it was pretty deep. That's not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Maybe let's see if we can get down there. He said there was loads of like abandoned, old-fashioned farm equipment and stuff. So he's spiked my curiosity way too much by saying his dog wouldn't go near there at night. Okay, so I've just got to this bit, and I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look like much right now, but I'm getting a weird vibe. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but let's keep having a walk, see what happens. I kind of think I'm in some people's back gardens as well, and I don't really want to annoy them. They've got some big back gardens there, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Alright, so I believe I'm actually in this quarry now. And I've got spider webs all over my face. So let's check it out. This is it. He said there was loads of abandoned farm equipment here. And that's kind of what I want to look at. Okay, this is it. Doesn't look like much, but apparently this is where they used to come and do witchcraft. So let's have a little walk. Whoa! Let's have a little walk around and see if we can find anything. An old quarry, then turned into a place where people used to come and do witchcraft. Pretty weird. There is a weird vibe about this place. I don't know whether it's just because the guy told me and it's just in my head. I don't know. Sometimes you get weird vibes. Let's go check out this wall. Doesn't look like many people often come down here. Oh look, there's the abandoned bit of farming equipment he was talking about. Okay, I've found this epic collection of old-fashioned abandoned farm equipment. Are you ready? It's a bit dead, isn't it? But wonder how old this thing is, right? Pretty interesting. I just wonder how long it's been down here. Long enough for a tree to grow through it and for it to sink into the ground there. Maybe I shouldn't stand here too long, because that might happen to me. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. I think that is the most interesting thing we'll find on this morning's walk. It took a little interesting turn. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed this little exploration. Now I'm going to get myself, I'm going to get myself out of this hole, and I'm going to go home, and then we'll talk later. Okay, so I've come back out to do some training. All right, so I pretty much, after I'd been out, went home, had a scran, did some work, had a shower, chilled out for a bit, and now I'm here to do some training back in the old lockdown spec. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I was doing it there quite a bit. All right, so let's see how this goes. Maybe I'll film a little bit of it, maybe I won't, I don't know. But once I'm home later on, I'm going to be talking about what I'm going to be doing during lockdown, how I'm going to, do my best to stay sane, and how I'm going to get through it, and how I'd advise somebody else who might be struggling to get through it as well. Maybe what I'm doing can, help. If it helps one person, then this video is a success. All right, so let's do this. Okay, I'm back from the gym. I'm back from the gym. I'm back from training. I wish it was the gym. All right, it's dumb how they're closed. All right, but I'm not going to start moaning about that. We do what we can. I still got my body, right, so I can still train. Anyway, I've come home, I've had a scran, made a pad thai, and now I'm here. So I'm going to sit and I'm going to talk about how I'm going to be going about dealing with this whole lockdown situation, how I'm going to continue to progress during this lockdown situation. And yeah, it's obviously not ideal, but let's talk about it. Okay, so I just want to say right off the bat that I'm in a fortunate position where, number one, a lot of my income and a lot of my business now is actually online. Okay, so I consider myself very fortunate for that, and that's something I've worked hard for a long time now. If you know me, if you've been around me for the last couple of years, that's all I've talked about. It's all I've wanted to do, is move everything online and have the freedom to have the option to travel and stuff like that. I'm also fortunate because some of my other work requires me to just go out. I work in schools, right? So I have to go out to them, schools are still open, etc. And there's a few other little things that I have to go to places and do. So I consider myself fortunate to the fact which I'm not just stuck in this room. I'd say that's probably half the time. So I'd say I probably get to go out to work half the time. The other half I am spending it here. All right. So how am I going to combat that? How am I going to get through that? Well, the number one thing is what you see me do this morning. That for me personally is amazing. I love going out and doing those walks and having a little bit of an adventure, just going somewhere new. For me, it feels like a little mini holiday. All right. So I'd recommend it. All right, just pick a little route somewhere that's near your house and just go for a walk. All right, see what you find. Just go off the trail a little bit. Have some fun. Now's the time to do it. All right, because you'll be back in work soon. You know it. Obviously, this situation might go on for a little bit longer than expected, but yeah. So my first piece of advice would be go for a walk somewhere new. All right, even if it is local. Find somewhere. I guarantee there's somewhere you haven't walked yet. Just go for it. Right, my second piece of advice would be just be careful of what you're consuming. All right, we've all seen what's that program called on Netflix, the social media one, Social Dilemma. Right, we've all seen that. We all understand what it's about. We all understand how Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. We understand that these apps are designed to make your attention span shorter, and they're designed to keep you on there and to keep you engaged. They're fighting for your attention. Yeah. Now, this is dangerous for us because you can waste a lot of time. You can, number one, waste a lot of time not doing something that would progress you further. You can, number two, waste your time looking at something or looking at people on social media that's going to make you feel lower, right? Which is even worse. So it's either going to make you stand still or it's going to make you take steps backwards, whether it's mentally or in what you're trying to achieve or whatever. So I talked about on my story the other day, but a little trick that I did was I actually got my Instagram app on my phone and I moved it to a folder which was a lot of effort for me to like swipe into, and I replaced where my Instagram app would normally be with a to-do list app. All right, so when I go on my brain, I psychologically click on the folder, and where Instagram normally is, there's now a to-do list. So I click on it, I'm like, my brain's like, whoa, I've got this stuff to do, right, let's do that. Okay, out of sight, out of mind, get rid of it. Second thing is, a lot of us use Instagram for business now. A lot of us use Instagram for pleasure as well. I mean, it's fine to use your social media apps. I'm just saying don't be a slave to it. But what I would say is the stuff that ruins your peace, yeah, just get rid of it. Just unfollow that person. Like I said, out of sight, out of mind. You don't need to see it. Whether it's the politics that are going on at the moment, whether it's memes that keep you addicted for hours, whether it's something that just triggers you, don't let it. What's the point? All right? I mean, it could literally be someone on the other side of the world posting something, and that could affect like a huge part of your day. And it does to people, it does. So yeah, there's my second piece of advice. Just be careful on social media. I like to think of whenever I get too addicted to Instagram or I'm getting a bit too invested in it, I'll kind of take a step back. I'll put some precautions in place. It sounds serious, but it is serious. I put some precautions in place to make sure that those problems aren't there anymore. All right. I really like to talk about it like living like a monk. Obviously, don't deprive yourself of your pleasures or whatever you want to do. All right. I'm just saying, I like to go into monk mode, where I'll just stay super disciplined on what I'm doing, and I won't deviate from my plan. All right. It's really, really important. Okay. And my third thing would be, and this is something that's good about social media as well, is challenge yourself, right? You've now got 30 days, probably longer. Let's be fair. It's probably going to go on for a little bit longer. You've now got 30 days to complete a challenge, right? If your job is secure and you're furloughed or working from home or something, you've now got that little bit more time to work on that challenge that you didn't complete in the last lockdown, or work on that challenge that you've been wanting to do for so long, or start that thing. Now's the time to do it. Why not? Now is always the time to do it. Yesterday was the time to do it, okay? Sooner the better. Just challenges. Something I've talked about on my Instagram a lot today. And challenges are good because what it wires your brain to do is get the same dopamine hit you'd get from those pointless things, but from actually completing something and seeing progression. Complete a challenge, progress. Complete your next challenge, progress. It's all you've got to do. Solve the problem, progress. All right? It's problem solving and challenges that develop us. All right? Develop your skills, develop your character. And with the social media thing as well, I'm not saying like just don't go on social media at all. I think you should go on social media, but just use it correctly, okay? A lot of people in the space around where I live at the moment, especially in the fitness industry, everyone's doing so well. Everyone's putting some kind of positivity out there. So just take it into consideration. Follow that, all right? Take inspiration from that. Everyone's doing it, all right? I'm quite proud to be from where I'm from, in Chester, because they're all just smashing it. So well done, Chester. Alright, if you made it this far in the video, then you may as well just like the video. Alright, you've made it this far, give the video a like. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. And yeah, I'm going to try and make these daily, but who knows what will happen. Peace out.